in total of our grant. We checking total in total of our grant. How much your wage fourth obey the 1 hour from the 60 minute from the beneath graph. That I get to show that graph. One is the sun and one is the earth. Pentagon sun and it two part within the run and seems it is a global shape when it work in the pentagon with the 8 triangles work. That were pentagon, but in case of the work of the 8 triangular within the pentagon, that to become the cover as the global shape and sun at the there. There is a product that was the product of the 8 ruling by the 10. Okay, that was the 4 ruling by the 5. That was the in two side. That was the product ruling by the 10 by the 8 triangles at there. That graph. It is the product of the 8. The sun is the product of the 8. So I am indeed in the graph in front. It is the sun. They have two side of part. 1, 2. 1 here is the part of other is the 1. That is the 1, 2 here. It is the pentagon. Pentagon carrying 8 triangular 1, 2, 3, 4. If here side 4 must have in the space other part have 8. It is the product of the 8. It in case of the 8 position to work to become global shape surround the pentagon. It product traveling to the earth by the 8 minute fast. 8 minute fast. 8 minute past related to the 8 part. In case of the 8 part, there has 8 part. So that is traveling to the earth to the for the 8 similar part here as ways to the sun. Sun have 8 part similar to the 8 part of the earth. So that is the one part, 2 part, 3 part, 4 part, 5th part, 6th part, 7th part, 8th part. It covered earth and it 8 part where the northeast, south, northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest is the 8 part of the earth. It light mustly cover the 8 part by the calendar here. The sun were the square thing. Sun were the square thing. The square things, when add the square things by the time symbol of the times as the Hindu, those times that working with all as the with our work joins work as the group work of the triangles. It group work of the triangles covering around the global shape sun, and it in case of the independence of the global shape, the independent only surround the circle. After the circle there is not independent, that coming back to the strict of the 8 triangular. 8 triangular to travel through to the earth for the conversion flip to the field upon the earth. Okay, that were the part 8 part, so it travel 8 minutes fast to the earth for the 8 part land. Okay, they have launching to here and landing to here by the 8. That is the 8 minute fast from the sun to the earth. Your age is the 4 minute grand. Your age is the 4 minute. Your age is the 4 minute grand. You want to understand it clearly it things. It is not mad things. You can calculate it were a mad thing or the mad things. It were the mid things were the mad things. Okay, it is the mad things from the Adam or the first, that adding position, not the odding position. Okay, if any mad things are there that not used for the audio, if they have mad things that can make the mad things or the mid things on the singular forms the mid things and plurality that's to become e scale of the mid things as well. Okay, that mid things is there is they have a meditation as the meditation, as the science says that is not meditation, that is the meditation. That is the meditation. That meditation we two things is making the mid times. The mid means between the born to the earth mid. After they have a mid, we get talk and another time about the from the death to the born. Now we want to keep the earth as a safely basis as the our styles, as ways your age is the 4 minute grand, because you keep the 60 minute with the clock. Okay, further you got 4 minutes extra for your personal grand as the keep wage. Keep wage, not site wage, it is the keep wage. Okay, 8 plus 8 is equal to 164. Okay, 8 times 8, not plus 8 times 8 is equal to 164 minute 60 is equal to 4. 8 is the sun, okay, times 8 is the earth. 8 times or 8 times into 8 times, or 8 is equal to although 8 for the sun times 8 for the earth, 8 times 8 is equal to 164. 164 minute 60. 164 minute 60 is equal to 4. Okay, 60 is the 1 hour. Okay, as ways you keeping 60 second with your 4 second. You keep the 60 second for the with your 4 second benefit, boss 4 second benefit from your 1 minute. Actually 1 minute is the 64. The 4 is not calculated, that for V. Okay, 1 minute. That is your grand value of the life. 8 minute where sun we keep. 8 minute, 8 times where times and 8 times 8 times into 8 times is equal to 164. Minute 60 is equal to 4. According to the TAZISM law, we are not to change the clock of the 12 hour. According to the TAZISM law, we are not to change the clock of the 12 hour, but we would to change the Gregorian calendar for the 8 covered part of the earth. We are not to change the 12-hour night and 12-hour days clock. We are not to touch the clock, but we will reprint the Gregorian calendar for the we will change the Gregorian calendar for the 8 covered part of the earth, because the sun protecting the times from the 8 triangles hidden by the pentagon of its 2 part. It times traveling from the 8 part of the sun, and it obey the 8 minute fast to the aim through to the 8 parted earth. In this manner, we would to circulate the bright times to another circular with it 8 part upon as a part of the planet system: north, earth, west, south, northeast, northwest, southeast, and southeast and southwest, where it's 8 part. So we have the 8 columns on its vertical version with the pentated horizontal columns from the horizon. It calendar would to known as the TAZISM calendar. It make a calendar known as the TAZISM calendar from the 2020. As wait, you would to score more age and grant points from the days, weeks, and months to the year. The times usage of the 7th world system. How time usage is 7th world system here, and after we can talk about the times usage of the 8th world system. Okay. Firstly we can talk the time usage of the 7th world system. Times usage of the 7th world system, and the time usage of the 8th world system. Okay. Firstly, we get to talk about the time usage of the 7th world system. One day on the estimation from the 7th world times to become to the 8. One day on the estimation from the 7th world system to the 8. Because the 8 times 8 is equal to 64. 8 times is equal to 8 is equal to 64. We cannot use the 64 on the clock. In this manner, we will to minus the 64. 64. Some fun have here from the Greenwich. Enter to the 2020. They want some minute push the some 4 second push to the London city here for and after they can think 4 minutes about the 4 minutes slow in the difficult scale of the modern science. We will to minute the. They want not want the 4 minutes fast around the circulation. They want 4 minutes slow around the circulation. They are doing this within the circulation. Within the extra not add 4 points set there. Only 60 minutes at there. They cannot order the 4 minutes. They cannot add the 4 minutes on their doings. In this manner, we will to minus the 64 by the 4, and those the clock and the 60 minutes per hour minute for is your wage. for the keeping the 60-minute clock on the 1 hour. It forward your grand time. That forward your grand times. Estimate formula of the 1 day from the 7th system. 8 times 8 is equal to 64 minus 4 is equal to 60 at the clock per hour. 64 times 12 is equal to 768 minutes per day really. Then 60 times 12 is equal to 720 minutes per day official. Then 768 minus 720 is equal to 48 minutes. 48 minutes is your grant from 1 day. 1 day 48 minutes, you getting the 48 minutes hardly. You getting the 48 minutes 1 day, and keep it. You keep the 12-hour night and 12-hour day. In case of the keep wage, you getting 48 extra day for you and your families. Okay, that is the estimated formula of the 1 day extra time. The task is to give you your own real time, your truth times 48 without change the clock to you 48 in digit both than the digitals. Okay. Estimate formula. Clearly, if you keep the 12-hour night and 12-hour day, must you getting you will get to 40 minutes on your own personal times. The all of the 24 times, all of the 12-hour night and 12-hour day, you getting your without time. Without not calculate here, but the task will calculate how many percentage as your own credit, your own credit individually. That individually you getting 48 minutes extra as the ways they keep the 12 from the 1 days. Okay. Then the estimate formula of 1 week. As ways the 1 week, 64 minutes times 12 hour is equal to 768 minutes times 7 days is equal to 5376 minutes or 1 week in 1 minute. 60 minutes times 12 hour is equal to 720 minutes times 7 day is equal to 5040 minutes. 5376 minute minute to the 5040 minutes is equal to 336 minutes. It 336 minutes is your grant from 1 week both than the kept times per week. Really, you getting the 336 extra minutes for your living 1 week. Okay. Then the estimated formula of the 1 month. 1 month estimate formula 64 minutes times 12 hour 12 hour times 7 days. Only 7 days says now 7 days is keeping, but we not known about our credits on the system. Credit have the each numeral here 1 to 9 and the 0. Okay, the zero's value is the 10 side before us. That the credit we not now about to be our credits. So estimate formula of the 1 month is 64 estimate formula of the 1 month 64 minute times 12 hour times 7 days equal to 5360 minutes times 4 week is equal to 21,504 minutes. 21,504 minutes. It is the 64 minutes calculation. 64 minutes calculated. We are not to use the 64 minutes. If the 64 minute one clock, that will to become 21,504 minutes 1 month. But we not to use it 64 minutes. Only we use the 60 minutes. So 60 minutes times 12 hours is equal to 720 minutes times 7 days. Into times is the into 7 days as we keep the part. So 5,040 minutes times 4 weeks is equal to 20,160 minutes. It were the reality and non-reality. That ways we minute the reality and non-reality per month. We go to the minute. Minute is the 21,504 minutes is the non-reality. Reality. Minute. The time scale, strict scale says 20,160 minutes minute by the 21,504 is equal to 30 is equal to 1,344 minutes. 1,340 minutes 44 minutes is the balance. That the balance minute is your granted times from your 1 month both and the kept times withal from the clock. Okay, we allowing withal here. Credit is the V, not withal. Each persons have their credit on the extra times. Has the 64. The 64 is our grant. That not on the clock. That on our hands or our wage by the keep to withal. Okay. Estimate for the one month 1,344 minutes is your granted times from the 1 month both and the kept times withal from the clock. Okay, the estimated formula of the 1 year. Estimated formula of the 1 year. 64 minutes times 12 hours is equal to 64 times 64 estimate formula of the 64 estimate formula of the 1 year estimate formula. 64 minutes times 12 hours is equal to 768 minutes into 7 days is equal to 5,376 minutes times 4 week is equal to 21,504 minutes times 12 times is equal to 25,000 and 25 lakhs and 8,048. 25 lakhs and 8,048 minute. Then the 60 minute into 12 hours is equal to 720 minutes times 7 days is equal to 5,040 minutes into 4 weeks is equal to 20,160 minutes times 12 months is equal to 24 lakhs and 1,920 minutes. Then the 25 lakhs and 848 minute by the 24 lakhs and 1090 1000 1000 1000 and 1000 1090 uh, 24 lakhs and 19,020 minutes is equal to uh, one 16,128 minutes. 16,128 is your grant minutes from the 1 year both than the kept times with our on the 1 year. The estimated formula of the 120 years time usage. 100 estimated formula of the 120 years usage here is. You can check out. I cannot read it on the week on the week of the mathematics. So you can check out because I am very weak on the seventh weight system. You can check out it clearly. You can read it. Okay. First time you can add my weakness to your weakness. It is. Then the times usage of the 8-12 system on the earth. That is the our week system. 24 into 7. Now we will convert to the 24 into the 8 system here. As is times usage of the 8-12 system on the earth. Estimated formula of the 1 day on the 8-12 system. 8 into 8 is equal to 64 minute minute. 4 minutes is equal to 60 minutes at the clock per hour. 64 minutes times 12 hour is equal to 768 minutes per day really. 60 minutes times 12 hour is equal to 720 minutes per day official. And 768 minutes minute to 720 minutes is equal to 48 minutes. 48 minutes is your grant from the 1 day as the ways from the 7th world system to the 8th world system without change the clock. The 7th world system you will giving 48 minutes your grant from your 1 day, but the 8th world system the 8th world system says the 8th world system as is the 48 minutes is your grant from the 1 days as the way from the 7th world system to the 8th world system without change the clock. Okay, but we will alive here extra 1 day with our work. That is the only change. The giving changes. Okay. Giving changes. The estimated formula of the week from the 8th world system. The 64 minutes into 12 hour is equal to 768 minutes into 8. Okay. 8 day is equal to 6,404 minutes. 60 minutes times 12 hour is equal to 720 minutes times 8 days is equal to 5,760. 6,000 and 144 minute is the minute 5760 is equal to 384 minute. 384 minute is your grand total both than the kept times per week. 384 in the 80 world system on the week. Okay, on the week, but the 336 minute where the 336 minute where the seventh world system giving times extra times gave you, but the 8th world system will give 384 minute for your well aliving here. That is the differentiation from the 8th world system to the 8th world. The change not depend to the day. The day not change. If coming to the extra day, that will change starting from the week. So, it week will compare to the 7th world system to the 8th world system. If I like the alive here extra one day. Okay, I like extra one day aligning upon the earth. So I decided I will go with the 8. Okay, comparative study when we compare to the week, the 7th world system giving the extra times 336 minutes as our grant without change the clock. 4 hidden 4. 8 times 8 is equal to 64. The 4 is not on the clock. 60 only on the clock. But we not change the clock, broke the clock. That 4 is our grand. That not on the wall. That is our hand as the and tick 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 tick. It tick 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 tick. Tick 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 tick. It is our grand changing starting from the week. L12 system giving with the for us as the 384 minute extra living time here, but the 7th world system giving me here as the 336 336 minute 7th world system giving, but the 8th world system giving 384 minutes per week for well alive here. The estimated formula of the 1 month as ways that says extra 24 64 minutes into 12 hours is equal to 768 minutes into 8 day is equal to 6148 minutes times 4 week is equal to week count not change 4 week only 24,576 minutes in total. 60 minutes times 12 hours is equal to 720 minutes in times 8 days is equal to 5,760 minutes times 4 week is equal to 23,040 minutes. 24,576 minutes minute to the 23,040 minutes is equal to 1,536 minutes. It 1,536 minutes is your granted times on the 1 month here in the 8th world system. In the 7th world system, we can compare it to the 7th world system. 7th world system on the 1 month. In the 1 month, 1 monthly they will offering the 1,344. 1,344 on the month on the 7th system. Month on the 8th system says 15,000 and 1536 is our extra times. 1344 is the seventh world system. Eighth world system says 1536 minutes our grand total compared to the seventh world system to the eighth world system. Okay, we will keep our 7, and after who are keep the 7, he getting the 8. Who are keep the 8, he getting the 9th. That is our wage of work. Now we keeping the 7, 7, 7. Who are keeping the 7? All of people keeping the 6. Depend to the Friday as a site here. In the Asia and Indonesia relationship between there. Then after the month we were compared the months. Then after estimate estimate formula of the 1 year. Estimate formula of the 1 year is to become to fault and mistake when we read count the maths the both than the level of the 5 fingers more we will to become. I am to become confused for the reading the mathematics, so I get to show the year in front of you. My fault is my I express in front of you as the common beings as the human alive here. So the estimate formula of the 1 month I get to show in front of you, and estimate formula of the 120 years times usage here I get in front of you. 120 years we got to the try for the usage of it, but we not alive to 220, but officially we have the 120 years. 120 years, if we calculate here on the divinity, it is not 120. That's in the night ways we will offer to the 120 times 120 plus 120 is equal to 240 years of alive in here, as the digit in digit said as the holy TAZISM philosophy. So estimated for 1 year estimated formula is we getting the 1 as well as the one years estimated formula. You can push it and read more as well. Okay, you can push it and add. Okay, read it. Read. Okay, then it 1 year formula 16,128 is your grand minute from the 1 year, both than kept times with on the 1 year. The estimated formula says the usage of the 120 years. That is the under graph. 120 years. Okay, it is our graph. The times usage of the 8 world system on the earth. Times usage of the, I am showing in front of you as the 7th world system. The 8 world system estimated formula is the 8. Read push. Okay. As the way of our day's work to become to done, I saw as it we will to score extra grants from the nights without the estimate with the 220 holy tasks to divine living years on the earth. Okay, that I say so. Then too many times use the cam now. I want that upload it. Sometime uploading to push and they're not paste upon me or upon you on the gent scale. So we want I'm close to it now. So then after a part I get to talk to you more times to you on the truth of my file.